Okay, what's going on, ladies and gents? Me, the Great Heisman here. In this video, I'm going to tell you why Barcelona need to sack Ernesto Valverde ASAP. Now, I don't know about you, but Ernesto Valverde is probably the worst manager I've ever seen at Barcelona in terms of tactics and being able to put away opponents. Because, I mean, I don't understand how you become the victim of the remontada 2 straight years in a row. First, last year against AS Roma, when you bottle a 4-1 lead. This year, against Liverpool, you bottle a 3-0 lead. So it just goes to show that Ernesto Valverde clearly isn't the answer for Barcelona because he just played way too conservative, in my opinion, in both legs against AS Roma and against Liverpool, because one does not simply blow a 4-1 lead like that and then blow up a 3-0 lead like that 2 years in a row. One does not simply do that. I think that the problem is Ernesto Valverde thought that he could play a defensive formation and just try and defend. Clearly, that did not work out against Porto. I mean, not Porto, against AS Roma and against Liverpool, because they just took advantage of that and they just punished Barcelona heavily with it. So, yeah, I mean, Ernesto Valverde, he he clearly isn't the answer. I mean, I'm surprised that Barcelona are still keeping him after 2 straight years of blowing leads like that, and it just goes to show you that his tactical knowledge is possibly the worst I've ever seen, because it's like you can't have a lead and then just play defensively like that. Like, you can't do stuff like that, man. Freaking you gotta take advantage of your chances. And I feel like that Barcelona did not take enough risks or take enough chances in the second leg against Liverpool, because I watched the second leg from start to well, yeah, I did watch it from start to finish, and Barcelona looked completely lost in the second leg against Liverpool, because like what happened to all those game plans that Valverde built for the first leg, and look at the result. It worked great. So why didn't Barcelona just continue to press on Liverpool and just attack their defense? Why did they just stand back and just let Liverpool do all the work? And yeah, so Ernesto Valverde, I'm sorry, but he needs to go. He doesn't know how to utilize talent, and he's just absolutely the worst manager I've ever seen. Now, the only way how I ever see Barcelona winning another Champions League is if they bring back Pep Guardiola, because you look at Pep, man, he's won every league in Europe, La Liga, Bundesliga, now the Prem League. So safe to say, man, that I think Barcelona at the moment are missing Pep Guardiola, because Pep Guardiola is what was the foundation of Barcelona. Pep Guardiola is the reason why Barcelona became such a good team, because of his tactical knowledge. Now, I think that Pep is likely the best manager in Europe in terms of tactical knowledge. Well, yeah, I mean, you can argue Jurgen Klopp as well, but dude, now that Barcelona are getting two great midfielders in Frankie De Jong, and they have another good midfield in Artur Melo, then I think this could be a great opportunity for Pep to come back to Barcelona and then rebuild that Barcelona team that was so dominant under Xavi and Iniesta, because I think that Frankie De Jong and Artur Melo will be great replacements for Xavi and Iniesta, because even Xavi himself praised Artur Melo and Frankie De Jong. So what better way would it be than for Pep Guardiola to come back to Barcelona and resume his duties as the manager and as the face of Barcelona? Because trust me, with Pep, Barcelona would not have bottled a 4-1 lead, and they certainly would not have bottled a 3-0 lead against Liverpool. Seriously, I mean, there's no other way for me to say this. Like, Ernesto Valverde, he's completely just I think he's blew his chance already at winning a Champions League at Barcelona. I don't know what else to say except that Barcelona, they got it. Ernesto Valverde needs to go. If Barcelona's ever gonna be wanting to compete for a Champions League title again, then the first thing they should do is sack Valverde and bring back Pep Guardiola. Because if they can do that, then I think we can see the old Barca team like how they were dominant back in 2006, 2009, 11, and yeah. Now, granted, they won the Champions League without Pep Guardiola, with Luis Enrique, but still, they still haven't produced the same results in the last 3 years, ever since their 2015 Champions League victory over Juve. So, yeah, I mean, just think about it. I think that if Pep comes back, that's going to give Messi all the confidence in the world, and he's going to be able to utilize Frankie De Jong and Artur Melo very, very well. And if you do that, then trust me, this could be another duo, good La Liga duo, just like Xavi and Iniesta. Now, currently, in my opinion, the best midfield in La Liga, right, without a doubt, is Kroos and Modric because those guys, hey, without those guys, Madrid probably wouldn't have won all those Champions Leagues. That's the reason why Real Madrid have been winning Champions League titles. That's the reason why they won 3 straight Champions League titles, was because of the genius midfield of Kroos and Modric. Like seriously, because you look at Messi, dude. If it wasn't for Xavi and Iniesta, then Messi probably wouldn't be where he is at today. Same with Cristiano Ronaldo. He probably would have not won any Champions League titles with Madrid if it wasn't for Kroos and Modric. Because when Ronaldo came to because Ronaldo didn't start winning Champions League titles with Madrid until after Kroos and Modric came to the club. Ever since they came, they just that just completely changed Ronaldo into a better player, and that's how I think it could be with Lionel Messi. Is if Frankie De Jong and if Artur Melo can be utilized well, then I think that could help Messi out tremendously because Barcelona are relying on Messi to do everything and clearly didn't work out for them. Same with Juve. They relied on Cristiano Ronaldo to do everything for them and it clearly did not work out for them because Juve, unfortunately, in my opinion, they don't have the genius midfield of Kroos and Modric like how Real Madrid do. So I think that's the biggest difference in the world. And I think Frankie De Jong, the arrival of De Jong and Artur Melo partnership can make all the biggest difference in the world to Messi and Barcelona. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to keep Valverde or whether they're going to sack him. Anyways, guys, talk to you guys later. Please let me know what you thought about this video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.